Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to The Book of Boba Fett, Season 1, Episode 6, Chapter 6, and apparently this one's a doozy. Mysteries are explored and Boba Fett learns new information. I don't know why I thought it said mysterious, but yeah, it's mysteries. So, the reason I say this one's a doozy is because, at the end of, all of last episode was essentially a Din Djarin episode, not a Boba Fett episode. With only the last couple minutes including Fennec Shand. So, well, it was a very good episode. I still say it's not a Book of Boba Fett episode. Though, since these shows are all connected, I sort of saying, well, Boba Fett did seem to have his own episode in The Mandalorian, or essentially had his own episode. So why not give Din an episode in this? The problem is, as far as we know, Boba's only getting 7 episodes, whereas Din had already had a season and a half by that point, so... And, yeah. Apparently, this is coming from my mate who watches these during the day, whereas I watch them at night when I can record. Apparently, pretty much anything in this episode can be constituted as a spoiler, so I'm going to have a very hard time finding a thumbnail. Then again, if it's got a name like the last one did, then why even bother trying to hide the spoiler? Anyway, let's get this episode started in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. This is the second last episode. At least I think. I just said he had 7 episodes, didn't I? Right? And this is episode 6. Still don't trust her. Don't trust them. Also, people were pointing out that Pally might be in a little bit of trouble with the Pikes, since the Jawas brought her a piece from a Pike ship. But I wonder, are we actually going to see any of Mando this episode? Because if he's off to go see Grogu, then I assume we're going to be back with Boba and Fennec for the majority of this episode. Alright, it's the ice cream machine. Hey, it's this guy. Mos Pelgo. Please tell me he's not gonna die. That's fair. You're gonna get shot, aren't you? That's fair. You're gonna destroy it, or... Because I'm pretty sure it's full of spice. Yep. From the desert comes a stranger. That scene just made me think of that video of the reporter standing in front of the pile of burning drugs, and he can't get through his spiel because he just got laughing from all the from getting high. Just imagine that would happen from that much spice being blown around. R2? It is. I recognize that antenna. R2's like, hey, I flew one of those ships. Follow me. Now, apparently, the younger of the X-Wing pilots was actually played by the body stand-in for Luke. Because obviously they CGI Sebastian Stan's Mark Hamill's face. Sebastian Stan is who people thought was going to be playing him. But yeah, apparently they CGI Mark Hamill's face over that guy's body. I guess if you want something to build, modeling it off the workers after ants is pretty smart. This is they're building Luke's school here, aren't they? I think that was one of the huts that Ben was sleeping in. Yeah, we're building you a seat. Come sit and wait. Here's a leaf pillow. Fair enough. Probably should check to see if androids have been seen before. Again, I wasn't expecting to get this much Mando in. It's Grogu. Are you gonna eat the frog while you're meant to be meditating? Can't meditate on an empty stomach. Come to me. Honestly, what most people would use telekinesis for. Just grabbing their food. Oh my. I have missed the child. I was sort of expecting Luke to use the Force to just flick the frog away. How many frogs are you lifting? A dozen? I knew it'd be more than... 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I see 15 on screen. I want that one. Oh. Alright, because Ahsoka said he'd closed his memories off. Oh. I better not see anything bad happen to Grogu. He was at the temple. Because that was a big theory. You fell asleep, didn't you? Ahsoka's there too. We're just bringing everyone back. Were you one of the teachers at his school? Nope. Show her the Dark Saber. See if she knows anything about it. That can help you. Unless he tries to kill you. Can be both. I mean, she has a point, but if he doesn't see you, that means we probably won't see him in season 3. Show her the Dark Saber. Because we know... Did Luke see him with it? You better give that to him. Good. He knew you were there. Do or do not. There is no try. So run, 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 jump. I can be your backpack while you run. I wonder if he practically climbed those bamboo or if they're just partially on the set. Because I know bamboo is a lot stronger than it looks and can support someone. I just don't know if it's that high that it can still hold it steady. I wonder if we're going to see Grogu getting his Kyber crystal. I've just realized season 3 may be episodes split like this, where the majority of them are Din doing bounties and his missions on Mandalore and that, and just every now and then we'll tie back into Grogu training to be a Jedi. Please don't shoot at the baby. Oh, I said don't shoot at the baby, but it was sad and funny. That remote's getting destroyed in anger, isn't it? Hey! Oh. Does he get a frog as a snack now? Once again, I say, you better give it to him. I keep forgetting she's at least 38, 40 years older than him. Because she was Anakin's Padawan before Luke was even born, and if the Empire lasted 30 years, then he's about 30 years old. Well, he'd be 35 now. How old was Ahsoka in the Clone Wars? Fair enough then. Follow me. Why are you even there? I've got a lot of friends. Is that the head of the crate dragon he helped killed? I thought he... I'm gonna have to rewatch that episode. I thought he was working... I forget. Was it Tuskens or Jawas that he was working with in that episode? I thought it was Tuskens, but... those Jawas seem to... Then again, maybe those were the Jawas from the... I'm the sheriff. I can get it for free. You haven't told them about the pikes you took out near town, did you? Hang on. I think I recognize that silhouette. Is that the one who gave Boba his helmet dent? If he's working for the Pikes, please say some corny Western line. Please. I think this is his first live action appearance as well. You're going to die, mate. You're not out shooting this guy. They're both getting shot, that's it. Because he's going to shoot if Cobb gets shot. He's in a different position. That's a bomb. Well, rip to the Twi'leks and their sanctuary. I can feel the energy coming off of that. I know who brought it. Don't make him choose. We're going to see it. It's so small. Don't make him choose. Whenever it's you may, I tend to say you might, because I would have phrased it as you might. So can't he be both? We know there's been one, and that's where it ends, isn't it? Yep. That was a very nice episode. Nothing at all like I expected. You just called Fett dead? It seemed like he was still alive after being shot. I'm not sure if it was a directing mistake when they switched the camera view, because when it was focused on the bounty hunter, he was on his side with his arm up, yet when it turned back to the barkeep, he was on his back with his arm to his side. So I don't actually know. Plus they were giving him medical attention and that, so you'd assume they'd only do that to someone who's still alive. Oops. So, who do you side with in that? Someone who's ex-Empire, like so many of Mando's other allies? Or someone who's working for the Syndicate? Because I'd be going with Boba Fett. And there we go. I really wish they didn't have to do the whole make Grogu choose. Like, I get where they're going at. Luke is still very much in the old ways of the Jedi. But from what I've heard, Luke's academy and that gave way to a lot of different Jedis than back in the old what was it? Republic? I think it was. So there's also them needing to get Grogu away from the school so that he's not Luke's first student. That way they don't screw up what they said in the sequel trilogy with Ben being being Luke's first student. But like I said in the last episode and forgot to link, so I'm going to make a note here to actually put it in the little eye thing up in the top corner. 4815. There is this guy's theory that, and he's got a lot of evidence to it, as to why the Mandalorian in that and the sequels are different, like a diverging timeline, and it all goes back to, I don't remember if it was a Rebels episode that he mentioned or a Clone Wars episode. I think it was Rebels. Yeah, it would have been Rebels, where apparently there's a time travel element and something changes the past, and the unchanged path is what led to the sequels, and that episode leads to the Mandalorian in that. So what they do with Grogu is going to either lend even more credence to that theory, or it's going to get rid of some of the evidence that he had for that theory. But I only have a couple of things to look at, so I'll be back in a sec. And I'm back. Okay, so I couldn't find anything about whether or not we'd seen androids before, so I'm just going to assume that we haven't. I also want to clear up what I said about Ahsoka's age. I don't know what I was thinking. My math would have worked out for someone who was born after the Galactic Republic. She's only 17 years older than Luke. Him being about 35. So she's, what, 52? Yeah, 52. Looks good for her age. And the third and final thing, the bounty hunter, Cad Vane. He's the... I've got to double check. I forgot to do this. Yeah. Because they were two of the fastest guns in the galaxy, when they drew, they both hit home. Boba's shot hit Bane, and his fate was left unknown. And Bane's shot hit Boba's helmet. I forgot to check that while I was doing the whole in my break. But yeah, so that means I was correct about Cad Bane being the one who dented his helmet, which means there's going to be a showdown between them again, and I don't think Boba's going to leave his status unknown after this one. Anyway, it was a really good episode. It was nice getting to see Luke training Grogu. And to be fair, I think they did more Jedi training in this than... Well, they did better Jedi training in this than they did in the movies. Not just coming from Luke, but they're also able to do a lot more with the technology they have, so it makes sense that they're able to put more into their training. Plus, they've had years to figure out what they want to add to the training and what they need to take away. I'm sure they showed Ahsoka and all that training in the Clone Wars, so I can't say if what they showed here is any different from that or if it's better or worse than that, but in my opinion it's better than in the movies. Though it might be because it was Luke teaching and Grogu being the student. Anyway, I'm excited to see what other people thought of this episode, so I'll catch you in the next one.